Hello, everyone. Very good morning to you all. Welcome to a new week and welcome to Rally Academy. Here we give you the morning market review to see how we can make profit in the market. So as a new week, we expect the market to be in a particular dynamics, market condition changing. As such, we ought to adapt to the current market condition change. So let's see what this week holds, especially for today, taking it a step at a time. Please, as usual, I would like to know if you are following me, and the way to do that is to please signify a yes if you can hear me on the chat box. Just type a yes if you can hear me so we can proceed. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. Atik, I guess check your network because every other person can hear me. All right, thank you. At love, affirmative. All right, thank you so much. Not audible. How about now? I think you should be good now. All right, for those, please check your network, make sure your network is good enough. All right, so in a moment, I'm going to be going into my chart, but first of all, we need to understand those external factors that can change the market condition while we are in the market. Because one thing is, there are three major ways to trade, but two is of utmost importance. The first one is the fundamental analysis, where you look at the external factors, the news, economic events, political events, social economic events, how those things actually affect or alter the delicate balance between demand and supply. Because obviously, you should know, at least you should be ahead of the news, or you should follow the news, because those news most times have a way of driving the market in a particular way, right? So you ought to know those particular fundamentals that will be coming out for the week, or especially for each particular trading day. That is one. Then the other one, which is also very most important, is the technical aspect of trading. And that just majorly looks at the chart itself, the chart, that's just it. Looking at the charts, looking at the patterns, looking at the structure of the market, all right, how the market is moving, it gives you a clue, all right, because people trade with the same pattern, people follow the same pattern, and a lot of good traders out there understand, for example, support and resistance, moving average, trend lines, and the likes of them. So we all follow these things. Now, the reason why they obey is because majority are doing the same thing, all right? So when price gets a particular high level, if people say, oh, this is a resistance because it has been a resistance before, price has gotten there before and stopped. If a lot of persons recognize that point, that means you will hardly see people buying above that particular place again. Everybody's looking at, okay, I think the market is coming down, so we're looking at selling. So if you understand the market structure, you know what majority are doing. And in this market, majority carries the vote. Because if demand outweighs supply, price goes up. And if supply outweighs demand, price comes down. And it is you and I that constitute the demand and supply in the market, all right? It is not external beings, it is not mysterious. So we are the ones constituting demand and supply. Please, some persons are still struggling with their audio. Please check your network, all right? Please, just check your network. And I'm sure every other person can hear me, all right? I'm sure every other person can hear me. Okay. All right, now let me check. What time is the meeting at Godwin? Please, I don't understand the meeting you're talking about. Okay, you fixed yours at tick. All right. Okay, so I'm sure every other person can still hear me, so we can just proceed, all right? All right, so this morning, let's first of all go to the fundamental aspect. Now, the third aspect, rather, sorry, I haven't completed that. The third aspect is sentimental. Sentimental has to do with the various participants in the market. That is, in this particular market, let's say gold now, are buyers more than sellers in the market, or are sellers more than buyers? In Euro USD, who is more? Because the market always respects the majority to an extent, except where volume poses a threat. That is to say, if 1 million persons are coming in with just $10, $100, $100, and that's 10 million persons, and you have just 100,000 persons coming in with $1 million each. All right, so you'll notice that at this point in time, even though you have 1 million persons but coming in with $100 for buys, the volume with which the sellers, which are just 100,000 persons, but each person is coming into the market with $100 million, right? They are going to definitely outweigh the buyers, right? So, but that is not the case all the time. So, but because of that fluctuation possibility, we do not rely on sentimental analysis as such, but we focus on fundamentals and technical. Now, today, looking at the particular news, the fundamentals that affect the market. Mr. Godwin, please, is there a question? Because you first said here that what time is the meeting? And second, you said, please, you don't understand. I don't get it. The meeting, the one we are talking about here, has started. All right, this is money market review, where we review the market and look at the possible movement of the market so we can follow it and maximize profit for the day. Okay, so that is what we are looking at. Now, let me affirm, please, you can still hear me. Just type a yes on the chat box if you can still hear me, because we're about to go in. I just want to confirm, since some persons are complaining, please just indulge me for the last time. If you can still hear me, please, a yes on the chat box. All right, thank you so much. All right, so we are good to go. Thank you, I appreciate it. Okay, so moving on, fundamental for today, we noticed that for today, there are no major fundamentals, so to say, except for the Chinese yuan for 2:30 a.m., which has passed already. All right, then also moving forward to the rest of today, you can see no high impact news at all whatsoever. This is Monday, 31st of July, July 31st. There are no high impact news. By high impact news, I mean the ones carrying the red envelope. The envelope tells us the impact the news is going to have in the market. What does it mean? It means how it's going to affect the market. It's going to pull it up more, pull it down more, all right? So the brown envelope, good morning, Richard Abioye. The brown envelopes are those for medium impact news, and the yellow envelope are low impact news, while the white envelope are for non-economic news, mostly bank holidays, all right? Well, we just need to know, so we cannot expect much from the market. Now, so given that as it is, we are most likely going to be trading technically for the rest of the day. By technically, I mean we are going to focus on the charts. There is little or nothing here that is going to alter massively the delicate balance between demand and supply. So if I'm in the market buying, there's no news coming out, all right, that's going to change that narrative for me. So technically, price should move for today, all right? Technically, price should move for today. Please, I need a minute. I think I have the wrong MT4 open. Okay. Sorry, I have the wrong MT4 open. Let me just pull up this one for the sake of money market review. Okay. I'm sure you can all still see my screen. All right. Now, let's use this for our money market review for today. So firstly, let's look at the major currencies. If you'll observe, last week there was some dynamic move. For one, you can see this one. I think this happened on Thursday last week, all right, due to some fundamentals from last week. Let's go back there again. If you look at last week, not yesterday, 28 and below. Okay, you can see for Friday, core PCE, core PCE price index, employment cost index, and the likes of them. Then we have from Canadian dollar. Now, in reference to the US dollar now, right? Because US dollar to an extent is cut across a lot. Now we also have that for Euro, but unfortunately for last week, FOMC disappointed. FOMC disappointed on Wednesday. Yes, I was super disappointed. Nothing was changed actually. I was guns blazing, ready to trade the FOMC. I have set my pending orders. I think on the FOMC, I picked like 2 different instruments, just 2. I wasn't doing much. I just picked Euro USD and gold. I had my pending orders on gold with one standard lot, pending orders for buy and sell. But on Euro USD, I had 3 standard lots. Like as usual, currencies give less profit than commodities. So I needed to increase my loss to get more. Unfortunately, nothing happened as such. All right. Okay. So, but at the same time, this will be like the second news for last week that was not market driven, did not drive the market, so to say. Okay, but hopefully the NFP for this week, right, will affect the market, because this week we are expecting NFP. This very week we are expecting NFP. Let me see, where am I right now? Okay, we are expecting NFP. Just hold on, just engage me for a while. Okay, so for Monday, today, no news, so to say, that can affect the market. I think it's my network too. As much as I would like you to check your network, I think I need to check my network fluctuation and the likes. All right. So, but for tomorrow, Tuesday, I can also see that we have some high impact news here. The ISM Manufacturing Index, all right, and Institute of Supply Management Manufacturing Index, job loss openings and the likes. Then NZD, but then at the same time, we have the ADP non-farm employment change now, which is going to give us a prelude into the NFP for Friday. Yes, it's going to give us a prelude into the NFP for Friday. Then on Thursday, we have just unemployment claims and ISM services PMI. All right. Then the big one now comes on Friday, which is our dear beloved NFP. All right. Average hourly earnings, non-farm employment change, and unemployment rate. So, guys, get ready for this week to maximize the profitability in the market. All right. So, if you have funds in the market, get ready to make money. If you don't have, fund your account and get ready to trade and make some good money. But reality is going to obviously, pending orders and the likes, so we do that a lot. Now, going to our charts for this week, what this week is most likely going to go for us. Now, I'm on Euro USD. We saw a massive drop on Thursday for the Euro, because Euro was massively down, while the USD retained its strength for a while, as well as the JPY too. So in that case, we saw massive drop, breaking below our moving averages, breaking our support at this particular end here, breaking our support at this particular end here also. So price now came to this support, did a little retest back to this support level, which is now holding as our current resistance level right now, right? So this is what I'm expecting for price today. This is what I'm expecting for price today. Sorry, I need to go to my higher time frame. Okay, so there is a resistance level here. All right, let me use this one. So where is Euro USD going to for today? Okay, so there's a resistance level here, and price is respecting our resistance to an extent. Sorry, a support level rather, and price is respecting our support. All right, it's holding, and price is trying to pull up. Now, 2 things can happen. Is either price, once our Euro gains strength, then price moves up, but I'm not seeing that happen too much today. What's the current strength of currencies? Okay, so you can see both the euro and the dollar are not that strong, all right? They're just struggling. They're just struggling at the same time. So hence, price has been ranging. Price has been ranging. So whichever one of them gains strength, which I can't really tell, no fundamentals, underlying factors might help. So I see them ranging, doing more of range. Between these are support and the resistance level right here. So let me trim this thing again, please. I need to trim this thing. I need to get the exact point where we are expected to enter the market. Okay. All right. So price is most likely coming back to our support on a H1 time frame. So there's a tendency that price wants to do this, or price can do this. So for the euro session right now, we are not seeing some massive movement in the euro. So what we are going to be using is pending order. We don't have a clear-cut direction to either buy or sell. So either way price choose to go, then we can trade it. You can decide to place a sell pending order at this particular market price here. I need to filter this. A sell pending order at this market price. Please hold on. Let me change my. Okay. How do I set it to see how they are arranging? I'm not sure I understand the question. Okay, so now a pending order for a sell at this particular price here, 1.09982. That's for Euro USD, sell stop. And we are looking at taking our profit just at the beginning of our support zone right here, which is 1.09697, 1.09697. Then alternatively, if price is going to go up, then we need price to, I don't want us to buy inside of this range. Like you can buy now, let's say anywhere here, but it triggers our buy and actually goes down. So I don't want that. So we are only looking at buying if price can edge up to this particular level here and taking our profit, somewhere around this point here. Okay, it might not be that much. It's risky to buy right now. Price can be rejected anywhere from here. If it triggers your buy and starts going down, it will not be good. Okay, so be patient. It might take a while. That is when the New York session opens, which is later in the afternoon. So, but these are pending buy, which is going to be at 1.10553, and the take profit at 1.10858. These are the most likely movement of price for today for Euro USD, because I'm expecting either a range at this point, and if by any miracle it breaks out, they will come pick for a buy. So hopefully the range comes all the way down back to support them trading. Right. So that is for Euro USD. Okay, I didn't use an indicator actually. I'm using normal support resistance indicator, but I just marked that zone, my support and my resistance zone. I marked it manually by myself, right? Yeah, I marked it manually so I can understand. And I took the cue from the previous resistance, broke out a little bit, but resistance, broke resistance and price served as support at this point. So support is holding to an extent, right? So that's how we want to approach this very market here. Let me see. I think we need to adjust this one. Sorry, I'm going to recall the price for my buy. Buy is going to be at 1.10528. I'm sorry about that. I have to take my buy. Buy is going to be at 1.10528 and take profit at 1.10745. 1.10745. Please, I hope we get that. USD CHF, where are you going today? I don't want a drop. I do not want a drop in this guy right now. A lot is at stake. Okay. No, USD CHF actually is around the resistance zone, so it's not surprising if it drops, possibly to retest the resistance. So on my 4 hours, I'm marking out my critical zone. Okay, marking out my critical zone. Now, here is not so significant because price most likely might not really get here today. Most likely might not get here today. I'm having something. Okay, having something. This is like a support zone, then another support. Okay, for price, and this is my last support here. My most recent support on the 4-hour time frame is around this area here. Okay, around this area here. Okay, but I have another level here. Okay, so let me see how it looks like on my 1-hour time frame. Okay, so there was a resistance at this point. I'm trading technically, purely technically now because of what we are not expecting most fundamentals right now. So now price broke this at this point here, retested here, took it as resistance, edged a little higher. Okay, came back down. So that means my resistance zone shifted all the way inside here. Right, all the way inside here. Now, price finally came here, broke resistance, came back. That means it came back to this particular zone. So it's safe to say that I have a support zone around this area here. I have a support around this area here. You know, something like this. Okay, all right. I have a support around here. Then this is how it looks like. So price is most likely coming back down to retest my support for USD CHF. And if I check the trend of currencies, CHF should be stronger now than USD, possibly. Okay, yes, all right. CHF stronger than USD. So yeah, that sell is currently holding right now. And most likely it's going to hold till the price gets to my support level all the way here. Right, the price gets to my support level all the way here. Now I want to see that happening. If that happens, then I'm going to buy. If that happens, price drops to this point here, I'm going to buy. I'm going to enter a buy. Let's say somewhere around. I'm going to enter a buy somewhere around 0.86672, 0.86672, and I'm going to take my profits. I'm going to take my profits. You know, well, you can just leave it open, take a profit at will, but I'll have my stop loss. I will definitely have my stop loss at 0.86497. No, a little bit lower. I'm going to have my stop loss at 0.86454, 86454, my stop loss, 0.86454. This one, that dollar is going down. I guess gold should be pulling up right now. There's a possibility gold might pull up and D30 might also pull up. Let's see. Okay, D30 is around resistance. I do not need dollar to be down. I need dollar to be strong for D30 to fall. I need dollar to be strong for D30 to fall. So let's hold on. Let's see what's going to happen here. Let me go back to USD CHF. So I was talking about USD CHF, right? Now, there's a tendency that this guy's going to fall to this place. I'm tempted to tell us to sell. I'm tempted to, right? But I want to see if this will actually happen because price can actually, retest upward and like. But yes, we can place a sell order, current sell order, sell USD CHF until it gets to my support zone, sell until it gets to 0.6672. A sell for USD CHF, a current sell for USD CHF, instant execution, sell right now. But if it gets to this point, 0.86672, I'm not selling anymore. I'm looking at entering a buy then having my stop loss at 0.86454, 0.86454. That is my line of action. That is what I'm expecting, right? So I can take my, once you enter your buy, you can take your profit at will. You can take your profit at will, right? Because I'm not sure how far this guy is going to go, but it shouldn't go beyond this high. Even no matter how far it goes, most likely it doesn't go beyond this high, all right? 5 minutes time frame, you are doing scalping. That's what I'm saying. Current sell. Close your trade once it approaches 0.86672. It's an instant execution, so I'm not really giving a stop loss. Sorry, take profit for that, right? So I'm an instant sell, but once it gets here, I'm not selling no more. I'm selling no more. So we are looking at placing a buy order, all right? The figures, USD CHF, please, we have a lot to do, so I can't stay too much on one instrument, all right? Please just try as much as possible to follow. Now, I said a sell at 0. Instant sell, rather, instant sell right now. But if price drops all the way to 0.86672, that's not the sell order. If price drops there, I want to buy from there. I want to place a buy. This is what I'm expecting price to do. From where it is right now, come all the way down. Come all the way down. If it gets down here, then I want to buy it. So I want to buy at this price, 0.86672. So you can use a buy limit. You can use a buy limit pending order, not a buy stop now, buy limit pending order. So your entry price for the buy limit is going to be 0.86672. 0.86672. But please have a stop loss. Have a stop loss, which is going to be at 0.86454. All right, please. We need to move on from here now. It's going to be a buy limit. All right, if you cannot wait for it, then do a buy limit. Then GBP USD also. So you can see that every pair against the US dollar as of last week, Thursday, especially made a massive downward movement. Okay, I'm seeing a golden cross here. I want to do my simple analysis so I can see price was stopped at this resistance level right here, which extended here. So it's supposed to stop here, but it extended to this particular point. Okay. So my expectation is there's a tendency that price wants to return back to the support level. Okay, and there is a resistance level also at this point. I'm looking at trading in between my zone, which is my support and my resistance, trading in between my zone. So trading in the zone, right? If you go to YouTube, just type trading the zone McDouglas, you will learn a lot from it, right? As much as we do these orders, I also like people to learn because I learned a lot. Trading in the zone McDouglas, you can visit it and watch so to understand what I'm doing very well. So now, what am I looking out for? I am looking out for my most critical zone. So I think I have, in the long run, if these are support hold, in the long run, if these are support hold in the long run, all right, okay, price might get to our resistance level, you know, come back down, or if it breaks it, this is how far it is going. If it breaks it, this is how far it is going. So until price, if price was at resistance now, I would have asked us, if price is around resistance right now, I would have asked us to place a sell, possibly have our stop loss, but it's not there yet. So selling right now is going to be a gamble. All right, it's going to be a gamble. So this is GBP USD, GBP USD. So let's look at pending orders. I think will be the best for us to use in this particular market. Okay, all right. So now we are most likely going to be having a sell order around here if price is returning down. That is to say, if GBP becomes very weak, Okay, I'm going to be selling this guy. Then take profit around this particular point here. So a sell for GBP is going to be at 0. No, I'm trying to make it escape that week. Okay. The sell 1.28332, 1.28332. The sell at 1.28332, and take profit at 1.28073, 1.28073. Okay, so all right, I'll check out CHF. Just hold on, please. Then for the buy, well, yeah, if I ask us to buy from here and take profit from here, our risk to reward is going to be small. All right, we're not going to catch much in the market. So having a good risk to reward, if only price can come and break resistance, come above like this, then we are looking at attacking it for a buy. If price is ready to move, all right, attacking it for a buy and taking profit here. So we have a better risk to reward, all right, more profit, than just that small. Okay, so a buy is going to be at 1.28987 and take profit at 1.29246. 1.29246. That is for GBP USD. For GBP USD. Let me see, is there movement here on D? Well, whoa, the sell has, oh. Okay. Back to GBP USD. All right. So I'm trying to look at these guys closely to see. Now, whenever dollar is down, there's a high tendency that even D30 pulls up. Okay, so and dollar is not so down, so it's just ranging, up and down and the like. So I need dollar to be up at the time where D30 is close to around resistance for us to have a massive fall, something like this or something like this. It did this last week and this was very massive. I don't know for D30 how many of you were in the market on this particular day. So Friday, Thursday, Wednesday. From morning, this guy kept selling, All right. So now I'm expecting a fall for D30. That fall is going to happen when dollar begins to gain some strength, anything 50% and above at least. But ideally, it's supposed to be like 70%. But once dollar starts gaining some reasonable strength from what it is right now, then you will see D30 starting to fall. Right, this guy is going to be falling. And once this guy starts to fall, it can get to this very point here. I'm using my moving average from here all the way here, or possibly this low here, but all the way to this support, I doubt it, except D30 gains, US dollar gains massive strength. The more dollar goes up, the more this guy goes down. They go opposite direction, all right? So the more dollar goes up, the more this guy comes down. So I can see, I think I will have a sell signal here, but I'm not sure the sell is going to start right now. Let me see. Oh, I've had the sell signal since yesterday. I think I had one again today. Okay. Okay. Oh, a little buy here. Now I'm waiting for another signal. If I see a sell signal, that's an arrow pointing down, then I guess it's time for me to sell this guy. But pending when that happens, I think I'll need to stay away from D right now first. I'll stay away from D, but okay. I'll stay away from D for now. The only way I can trade this guy is with pending orders. The only way I can trade this guy. So let's look at pending orders. Now, when I mean pending orders, I mean if price is not at an ideal place to either buy or sell, we'll do pending orders, all right? Waiting for price to get to that point before action can be taken, okay? So in case this guy breaks my resistance and everything, so a buy is going to be in order at this point here. looking at taking my profit somewhere around here. Now, if I maximize it, you see it's a lot, right? I shrink my chart so I can see that particular place. So I'm going to be looking at entering a buy for D30 at 16599.2, 16599.2, 16599.2. That's buy stop 16599.2 and take profit at 16666.7, 16666.7. That's 16666.7. Okay, that's for the buy on D30. And for my sell, if this guy starts to sell, you know, you're around here, then I'm comfortable. Okay, I think I'm going to pull up some weights. All right, then I'm going to enter for a sell at 16474.3, 16474.3, 16474.3, and the take profit at 16394.9, 16394.9. Okay, yeah. So right now I'm not seeing it will be dropped. Don't worry, D30 will be dropped on the chart box. It will be dropped, so you get the entry points. All right. I think a lot of things are not at an ideal place for us to place either a buy or a sell. Okay, so then on my goals, I think I need to do a little more strong analysis of this guy. I like doing my analysis first on the 4-hour time frame. Then I come down to my 1-hour time frame to look at exactly those points to see if I'm correct, smoothing it out. Okay. There's a support around here. Now I pick this support from here. I pick the bottoms of these places, the bottoms. All right. I picked those particular bottoms with a straight line, and you can see coincide both here and here, right? And if I'm going to go by this again too, let me see. I'm going to go by this. This guy is not having. This guy is doing more like a trend line stuff here. Okay, not a perfect trend line. So this guy will be out. Not a perfect trend line, so it will be out. But I think I can get my trend line for this one right here. Now, ideally, I think price is taking this as my support right here. Yeah, so there are two things. Price is taking this guy as my support right here. Okay, so two things can happen. If price drops all the way back to this point, then I'm looking at entering my buy. So, but let me see if I can catch the drop. Let's see if we can catch the drop all the way back to support. All the way back to support. Okay, for gold. So my sell is going to be at 1951.74, 1951.74, 1951.74. My take profit is going to be at 1946.58, 1946.58, 1946.58. All right. So now my buy is left. The entries have been dropped at Jaffet. The entries are being dropped. The entries have been dropped. This is good right now. This is good. I think I will need to redo that entry. I did the entry on a 4-hour time frame. I need to redo it on a 1-hour time frame. Okay, because on a 4-hour time frame, little movement becomes magnified. Okay, so the entries can be left like the way it is, but the take profit is adjusted 1948.62. Only the take profit is adjusted 1948.62. Then for my buy, yeah, in case price wants to go back up again. But you see, all of these plays, they are very dicey. Guys, all of these plays, they are very dicey. So I think I would rather wait for price to come all the way down. If it gets all the way down, then we are buying. If gold comes all the way down to my support level, then we are buying. I think that is much more safer than for us to put a buy, because I can have a buy stop here. It costs me nothing to have a buy stop here, but the problem is price can get here and stop. Why? There's still my resistance zone extend. The zone is large, like it's large. So at any point, gold can go up here, come down, can get up here, still come down, can go up, come down, because all of this place is still a little bit of a resistance point for gold, all right? Still a little bit of a resistance point. Hence, I would not want to take the chance, because it will take a lot for gold to break out, like to push all the way and go out of this particular zone. It might take a lot, right? So let's not risk it, guys. Let's not risk it. I would advise, let's not risk it. If you put a penny order, the risk is too high. In fact, this sell is slightly risky, but there's a high tendency that if this guy comes down, at least it should come down all the way here, even if he doesn't get back by support. Okay, so it's still fine. But to do the buy, the only condition for which we can put a buy somewhere around here, buy here and take profit around here, which is still risky. This one might want to serve as our support for it. Sorry, as our resistance for a previous support, right? So let's wait for a drop. Let's wait for a drop in price. Once price drops, then if you can get to our support level anywhere around 1944.96, then we can buy 1944.96, 1944.96 buy limits, 1944.96 as buy limits. Then now the only thing we are going to do in place of take profit, we are going to have stop loss. We're going to have stop loss. So our stop loss will be anywhere outside of this one here. So our stop loss is going to be at 1940.18. 1940.18 for gold. A buy limit at the price called and the stop loss at 1940.18. So it's going to be dropped. It's going to be dropped. So this one here is a sell stop. This one here, entry point, take profit, sell stop. Then instead of buy stop, then we can now have a buy limit again, right? Can now have a buy limit, right? So these are sell, these are buy limit. So might not really push up all the way here, right? And if it does, it's risky to place any order around that zone, okay? Yeah. All right, so this is a problem for giving an instant execution, right? Like I said, most likely I would not want to give you an instant sell. I would prefer price to drop all the way here first, then we buy. All right. So sell, patience is a virtue. All right. Patience is a virtue. Just hold on. All right. Good. But in the long run, if it gets here, we are doing our buy. Now take profit at will. Take profit at will. Please, you can take profit at will. All right. Sorry, please hold on. Just hold on. Just a minute, please. Okay, thank you for your patience. So let's wrap this up. All right, so let's wrap this up right now. So I think we have our pending orders for that of D. Okay, so it's worth noting that you don't necessarily need to wait for take profit. before you close your trade. CAD CHF. Okay, I don't think that was part of what I wanted to do before, but let's see. CAD CHF. Let me see what's happening in CAD CHF. Okay. All right, so let's continue. Now, that's CAD CHF. Please, are you on a trade on this guy? Because price is most likely going to keep coming down because it's even coming from around the resistance area. All right. So CAD CHF. We are not taking a trade on this guy. Okay, you're on a sell. Well, then it's good for you. It's most likely going to keep coming down because CAD is even weaker than CHF. All right. Okay. From the 1 hour top. I don't know where you've been on a sell before now, or you entered a sell this morning. If you're on a sell already, you should be in profit, which is quite good. All right, which is quite good. So yes, it's most likely going to keep edging downward. And let me see the trend of this guy. Okay, it's looking more like a downtrend. Looking more, okay, yeah, looking more like a downtrend. But hope there's no support to stop the movement of price. Oh, okay, there's a support to stop the movement of price. I can see a double top. Sorry, a double bottom rather. All this place here. Okay, your price level is way far from it. It's way far from it. Okay, yeah, support level around this place. So your entry point is far from it. So you are safe. Your sell is safe, please. Your sell is safe. Okay, so I've given us that of gold too, right? USD JPY price is breaking resistance right now. Wow. Okay, we have had our pending orders. So let's also leave this guy. Let's leave this guy too. Let's look at our oil. So on oil, we can actually take a trade on oil. This guy has been doing an uptrend for over 3 weeks now or more. Okay, you can see how massive the uptrend has been. Okay, so the uptrend has been quite massive right here. Let me see. Okay, price, coming, broke it below, took it as resistance, came back, rejected, but came back above again. All right, so let's see what's most likely to happen. The condition for which you buy is if price returns back to our support, which is this trend line all the way here. The price returns there. So it has like a range. If price returns there, but I'm not looking at price returning there right now. So what we are going to do is we are going to attack it with a pending order for both buy and for sell. All right, so looking at buy. No, I need my 1 hour time frame. Okay. Also buy. And they take profit somewhere around here, which is going to be, if you pull it up, you're going to see it's more than that, right? Then we trading the retracement back to our moving average, back to our moving average for the sell. Okay. So we'll have not much risk to reward on this guy right here. So our buy is going to be at 84.57. 84.57, and I take profit at 84.8 84.87. 84.87. You know, barely just 30 pips, and our sell is going to be at 83.83. 83.83, and take profit at 83.52. Take profit at 83.52. All right, 83.52. Okay, so I guess we have that settled in oil. US 100. This is my daily time frame. Okay, so invariably, price as you see the liquidity on Thursday, or when was this? Yeah, Thursday, Friday, then Monday, all the gap price has covered it back, right? Price has covered it back. So I always tell people that whenever I see a massive move like that, if it is due to fundamental or something else, in 24, 48, maximum of 72 hours, price should cover it, right? So price has already covered it, and it's forming a resistance level for us at that point. But the resistance are different levels. There's one here. Let me put it this way. There's one resistance level around this point here. We serve as our support here. Price broke it, took it as resistance again, and just a little higher. Now, price went a little higher, but did not take it as our support now. Didn't take it as our support. So we most likely will be seeing US 100 pulling all the way down, okay? So we still want to be careful. We are still going to have our pending orders, sell, this now. So price is not clear. Now I need it to come all the way to our previous high levels here before we can take a sell. So price is not there yet. So it's going to be risky to take a sell. But in other words, we can still look at continuing on the buy. Okay. So instead of having multiple lines, let me just put it this way. Instead of having multiple lines. Okay, so a buy is going to be at 15,851.80. 15,851.80, and take profit at 15,877.80. 15,877.80. Then a sell at 15,779.68. 15,779.68, and take profit at 15,746.98. 15,746.98. Now we are just trying to trade inside the particular zone, both before the resistance and to the next support, which is this previous resistance broke it. We are looking at price serving as a support, so taking a cue from this level here. Right. So, and please, you need to exercise a little bit of patience, because price might not move too massively down this morning for the London session, probably until the New York session, right? So you might need to exercise some patience for your price to be triggered, or if it is triggered, struggling to take profit, hold on. Now, you don't necessarily need to wait until you take profit, especially for the D30. The entries are wide. You don't necessarily need to wait for take profit 100%. You can take your profit at will. Now, for those ones I give you stop loss, please stick to your stop losses, all right? In case price is not ready to do what the pattern is saying, okay, because it can go anyway. So we are looking at one way. In case price wants to do this thing, we enter a buy, we have our stop loss and the likes, all right? So these are the pendulums for today, and I think we have one more. We've not done any agro commodity. Let me look at my friend corn, if corn is good to trade, and if not, okay. Wow, a massive gap down for this guy. Massive gap down. A massive gap down. Okay. Now I'm expecting that on or before 2:05 p.m. today, price covers this gap, and on the condition that it doesn't cover the gap, when it resumes by 2:35, because corn will go on break 2:05, resume 2:35, there's a high chance that price will cover the gap that was created this morning. Okay, so this is what I'm expecting. If it wants to continue downward, do and take profit somewhere here, but let me look at it on a 1 hour time frame. It's massive. Okay, now let's trade inside the gap now, going up to cover that gap. All right, going up to cover that particular gap. Okay, all right, so these are our entry points for corn. So we are looking out for a sell at 514.49, 1514.49, 1514.49, and take profit at 509.77, 509.77. Then we are looking out for a buy at 523.71, 523.71, and a take profit at 528.18, 528.18. So either ways, it's either price as it gaps down, ranging, it keeps going down, take our sell, or if price decides to go back to cover the gap, it picks our buy. So either way, we should be fine on corn, right? So as much as I would like to keep going on, unfortunately, time is fast spent. And also, we can't take every questions, and that is why you also have account managers. So please reach out to your account managers. Any concern, anything that we have not tackled here, they are well equipped and suited to help you out. All right. So please, there is a lot of fundamentals for this week. Take advantage. The NFP is coming. The ADP non-farm payroll is coming, and all of the major fundamentals for this week and including next week. So please fund your accounts, take advantage, and we're also going to be having some VIP packages for us. And you know what? VIP starts for 1 million and the likes, except you are existing client where, we can have an arrangement with you. So please contact your account managers. They're going to help you out, tackle any questions that you might have, right? Thank you very much. And I wish you a wonderful and a very peaceful day. Thank you.